Hi guys, welcome to the Steve Smith's channel again. Today we are having a look at the new Olight Seeker Pro 2, which is the successor to the incredibly versatile R50 that we have reviewed before on our channel. So let's go and have a take a look at it, and thank you very much to the guys at Olight for sending us this to review. Right then, here we are, the Olight Seeker 2. As I say, it's the successor really to the R50 Pro Seeker. Same light output, same throw. Nice box with it. Now, if we have a look though, a couple of differences are slightly more powerful battery, or higher milliamp hour. And if we look at the run times, turbo is about the same. High seems to last a bit longer. Low, they have dropped the lumens a little bit by the looks of it and increased the run time. Same with medium. But this is the important bit here. We now have a moonlight mode. The one thing that was really lacking from the R50 was a lack of a moonlight mode, which I know everyone really likes. And also, this is the standard torch. Comes with a dock, which we'll get to in a little bit. So let's have a look in the box. That was something that was only in the law enforcement edition of the R50. So we'll open the box and have a look and see what we get. So we'll just put that over there. So inside, as you would expect, torch in your holster. Very similar design holster to the M2R. Now, first thing I notice, 3 LEDs rather than 1 that you have in the R50. A lot slimmer in the hand than the R50. But this rubber, if you can make that out, is a nice sort of tactile rubber with the grooves in for your fingers. That feels really nice in your hand. It's a really good touch. I've got quite big hands and it is a perfect fit in your hand there. The other thing to notice on this particular torch is the button here. Now, I haven't personally used the X9, but I believe it is a very similar setup to this, where you have your battery level on one side and the brightness on the other side of the torch. Brightness will flash red if it's in lockout mode as well. So if we have a quick look and say it's a slightly different battery. Remember to take that out for when I'm showing you. And we'll have a quick look and see what else is in the box here. So in this one, we should have a charging cable. I don't want to get them out of the bag, but these are little clips for holding the cable for when you're fastening the dock to the wall. And a little cleaning wipe as well. Manual in the bottom there. Charging cable. Comes with a nice little Olight branded silicone clip on there for winding your cable back up and keeping it neat and tidy. It's a different size cable to the R50, so you'll not be able to use an existing R50 cable for this. I haven't checked if this is the same one for the likes of your M2R. I suspect it probably is, but it's a fair length as well, because it is designed to work with the dock, which I will show you. So in here, we get our nice little L-shaped dock, 3M pad on the back, and screw mounting points as well. You get a slightly thicker 3M pad and some screw fixings as well in the pack with it. So unlike the R50, where you had to buy the law enforcement edition to get this, this comes as standard with the torch. Really strong magnet on there so that you can hang your torch on the wall. And then all you do is you clip your charging cable to the back, which clips itself in place and charges your torch. As normal, it's going to be red and then green when it's fully charged. So you can have that mounted somewhere for when you want it mounted in your workshop, in your garage, at your back door, next to your first aid kit at work, wherever you're going to keep this, even in the car, and mount the torch to there and use the cable. Or if you're going somewhere different, you can leave that mounted wherever it is and just take the USB cable with you and mount that to the back of the torch instead. So there's a good couple of options on here as to how you want to charge it. So just a quick comparison, if I move all those out of the way here. That's the dock for the new one, and that's the dock for the old one. So that's the R50 dock. It's a lot bigger, a lot more substantial. You've got different mounting plates for it, but it had its own power supply, which meant you couldn't use the USB power supply like you could on the torch itself. The only thing I preferred about this method as opposed to this method, one minor thing, not I ever particularly used it, was the emergency lamp switch. You don't have that option on the new one. What this did on the R50, if that was on and the power cut, the torch would come on, which was great as a little emergency lamp. So if you ever had a power cut, your torch would light up and you could see where you were going. It would light the whole room up. Okay, that's the only thing I could really criticise about the R50 charging dock. But the new one is just so slim. It's perfect. It does everything you want it to do. You can hide that away somewhere. Torch clips on, no bother. And more importantly, it comes with the standard torch. You're not having to buy a special edition of the torch at more money. So back to the torch. Here's one I made earlier, our R50 Seeker Pro, which is one of my favourite torches. I've got one that I was sent to review, and I've even bought one myself as well. I absolutely love these, always keep one in the car and one at work. But if you look at it in the hand, it's not that much bigger, but when you're holding it, it is noticeable how much chunkier this torch is. So it's really nice improvement to be getting the slightly better run times, same brightness and throw out of it, but in a more compact package. And it's just, it feels so much nicer in the hand, the new one. Okay. If we turn them both on to low mode, so that's moonlight mode, that's low. You should be able to see that on the camera, they're fairly similar. Medium, medium, high, high, turbo, turbo. So fairly similar brightnesses. Slightly different tint on the Seeker 2 as opposed to the R50. Okay, which when we get to the nighttime shots, you'll be able to tell the difference. But to have probably one of the best Olight torches improved into a smaller and easier to carry design is a great step forward. Everyone's going to absolutely love this. Holster's really, really nice. I've been using this on and off all week, locking up at work in the dark, that kind of thing. So if the alarm goes off in the middle of the night and I've got to go and have a look around, and the throw is fantastic on it. We'll go across to the night shots in a minute. I'll just give you a little bit of a closer look at it all. Nice nailed bezel around the front here. Hole for your lanyard. Don't get a lanyard with it, but you can see make one or buy one, can't you? And that button, look at it, that is a work of art. So if we turn that on, shows what brightness mode we are in and how much battery is left. So we should be able to see we are in low mode there. Full battery. Work of art. Right, we'll go across to some nighttime shots. I absolutely love this torch. Again, thank you very much to the guys at the Olight Amazon store for sending us this to have a review of. Really, really, really good step up and improvement over the R50, which was already probably one of my favourite Olight torches, my most used Olight torch out of my rather extensive collection of them. So stay tuned for some nighttime shots and let me know down below what you think of it, if there's anything that you would have liked to have known about the torch that I haven't covered. As I say, it is a slightly different battery, so it's not interchangeable with the R50, but with it being rechargeable, it doesn't really matter because you're charging it in the torch all the time anyway. Okay, cheers guys. Hi guys, now for the night test with the new torch. This is in Moonlight mode, which we didn't have in the R50. I've got my glamorous assistant there, Matthew. You can just about see him. He's going to be working the R50 as well. So this is in Moonlight mode. Don't know how well you can pick up on the video, but that's bright enough for walking around with. So we'll try it in low, medium, high, and turbo mode. Having a bit walk around the dark at work here, shining into the woods. So if I put this back on to Moonlight mode on the floor, if Matthew can turn the R50 on low, so that's a comparison there. If I turn the new one on low, it's a slightly cooler beam, and it's a slightly wider beam as well when we shine up into the woods there. You get a slightly wider spot from the new one than you did with the old one. And slightly better run times as well. Hopefully that gives you a good idea what this is going to be like. Ideal little torch. And there we go. One more scary selfie just for good measure. Cheers guys.